What's up, fellas? I hope everybody is having a great day. I hope you're enjoying your day and ain't nobody done pissed you off. And if you did, if they did, I hope you didn't let them, let you stay in that and you moved on from it. Just wanted to say hello, but I wanted to get into this right here. I want to know, fellas, and this, I feel like this answer can only come from men. Women can say whatever they want to because I feel like when it's women, they try to minimize a lot of shit. Like they're quick to call a man a hoe, and and that he gonna live in that. But I feel like when I ask this question, I feel like only a man can answer this because you can't cancel out your status to me yourself. You have to ask other people, that view you, how, how it looks. And I may be wrong. Okay. So let me get into it. Fellas, I want to know if, I don't know, I can't say everybody knows somebody like this, but I mean, I've known some girls in high school, I've known some women, that some people that I've actually, hung around that actually was loosey goosey with the coochie. Like, they used to give it up all the time. Like, one girl I knew, she actually slept with two guys at one time. And I never judged, you know what I'm saying? Like, to each his own. It's just me, back in the day, I didn't want to be labeled as this or labeled as that. I mean, everybody, when you're young, you're supposed to sow your royal oats and, do what you do. Enjoy yourself. Safe, of course. Be safe about it. But, I want to know, fellas, if you know a woman, and back in the day, she used to be loosey-goosey, give it up, threesomes. She used to do twosomes, you know what I'm saying? Like with you and, well, not you, but it could be you, your boy, and it used to be trains. And she used to be just real loose with her shit. Like, she used to didn't really care about it, And some women, some men go through that. Like, they'll go through a phase in their life where they're just getting it in. Like, they just do it. But I want to know if a woman in her younger age should say whenever she started getting it on until, just say up until her mid to late 20s, she was real loose with her shit, real loose with her body. And now as she got older, she calmed down. She's not like that anymore. Like, she is more humble. She's very selective in who she gives it to. She kind of rehabilitated herself, and her self-worth may have went up and got some self-respect for herself, and so she's not like that anymore. So, fellas, then does that cancel out the fact that she used to give it up all the time and how she used to give it up? Just say, back in the day, you knew this girl in high school, and she was one of the people or one of the women that just went through the whole football, basketball, track team. She did whenever, however, whenever, with anybody, and she just gave it up. And you know what I'm saying, she got older, she continued to do that thing or be that way. And at some point you run into her and she's no longer like that. Like, you know what I'm saying, you don't know her personally because you haven't been around her or seen her in years. But would you date someone that used to have a reputation of being a hoe? Even though you physically can look at them and see that they're or talk to them and see how they talk and see that they're in a better space, a better place. We all make mistakes. We all have past. And we all done something that we, might not be proud of. But if you was to run into a woman and say you know her past personally or you don't know her past personally, and one was to tell you, if you was dating her, hey man, back in the day, she used to get it in. She used to, do this, that, and the third. She used to be real good with the throat. Like, she used to, my boy hit it, a couple of our boys hit it, and she was that fun time girl. But she's not that way anymore that you know of. Like, when you meet her, she's nothing like that. Would it deter you from dating her, knowing that a couple of your partners already hit it and know what it's about, or knowing that she used to do certain things? Because let's be honest, people can change. You know, and you never know what somebody was going through when they were younger or how they were feeling, you know, and they had to grow up and grow out of a lot of the things that they used to do. Could you date someone like that? And if you date someone like that and you ran into somebody that used to know them when they was out there doing whatever they used to do, and they had something negative to say about the person that you're with, how would you handle that? Because people change. People change, and you know, I was only asking that question because I seen, you know, the girl Drea. You know, back in the day, she used to be out there. I used to Drea from Basketball Wives. She used to be out there doing her thing, and I followed her on Instagram, and she was with Meek Mills, and she was with Chris Brown. She was doing her own thing, but now she's not like that anymore. And she said after so long, your whole card get canceled out. And I mean, she wouldn't. All of us probably wouldn't do. We wouldn't do what we did when we were younger. I mean, of course, as you get older, you get wiser. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't do the same things you used to do when you were younger. That's why it's called trials and tribulations, and that's why it's called, you know, you live and you learn. Some of us do, all of us don't. But how would you handle that, fellas? That's what I want to know. If you met a girl and she had a horrible reputation in the past, but she's changed, can you deal with her? Can you handle that? She didn't tell you about her reputation. Somebody else told you about it. But how would you feel about it? Let me know in the comments.